we are discussing about the topic letter of credit. It is included in the unit 7 of LRB, legal and regulatory aspects of banking. In this module B it is contained. Module B itself is a priority listing, it is very high. So maximum mark we can expect from the module B. On that, letter of credit is so important, minimum we can expect 5 mark questions from this topic. So in this video we will discuss about what is letter of credit and what are the parties involved in the letter of credit. So what is all about letter of credit? Letter of credit is used for international trade. International trade means buying and selling of goods in between the country. That is happening. So in this we have one buyer is there. Suppose this person is from India, and buyer find out a seller from the foreign country. Suppose this person from the US. So buyer wants some goods from US. So buyer said to seller, like, you just send this goods, I will pay you back. So in between person they are making a contract. Actually buyer making a contract to seller that send some goods, I will pay you back. So this contract in between is happening, the person to person it is happening, and moreover these two persons are in different countries. So the trustiness and the laws involved in each case it is differs. So in that cases the letter of credit would come. That means behalf of this buyer and the seller, the bank make this guarantee. That is called the letter of credit. Bank in the sense, of the process in this letter of credit happens like this. For that matter, for the goods, buyer approached his branch. That is called the issuing bank. Issuing bank asked issuing bank, I need an LC. Open an LC for taking some goods from the US company, so US exporter. So I just open an LC for me to giving advising bank. Advising bank is whose? Seller's bank is actually advising bank. Seller's bank is advising bank. So issuing bank open the LC and give it to whom? Advising bank. Advising bank, this LC is verified and give it to seller that LC is correct and LC this much of amount you will get. So you just proceed, you just send the goods to the importer, otherwise just send the goods to buyer. So he will export the goods to buyer, and for that matter he will get some documents. It is called the bill of lading. For sending some documents, he will get some document that he already sent the goods to buyer. So this bill of lading, this document he will give it to whom? His bank. The advising bank, the reverse circle is happening over here. The advising bank, this documents will give it to issuing bank. Issuing bank just after that give it to buyer. It's make sure it's getting that already send the shipment is already happening. That means already send the goods to you. So you can proceed for the payment. So payment is happening through issuing bank will pay to the advising bank. So the main characters in this letter of credit is buyer, seller and their banks. Their banks means buyer's bank is whose? Issuing bank. Seller's bank is advising bank. So that is the main process happening in this letter of credit. And there are so many banks are here. That is also involved. Sometimes they are also involved in this. So I said issuing bank open an LC and give it to advising bank. Sometimes LC in issuing bank will specify some banks in the US. That means some banks in the sense specified banks, not the advising bank, some other bank. So that is called the negotiating bank. That means if LC specified any bank name, that bank is called the negotiating bank. LC specified any bank name on that letter of credit, it is called the negotiating bank. So the process happen through negotiating bank only. The return give to you, that means the consideration or the money give it to the seller through the negotiating bank only. And confirming bank means what? The LC, suppose negotiating bank is not there, the LC comes to advising bank. Advising bank, for that matter, international trade in the sense, it's huge dollar it will happen. So advising bank once again it will confirm the issuing bank credibility and all those matters will confirm with another bank also. That is called the confirming bank. Sometimes advising bank itself is confirming that LC is correct and you can proceed. That time an issuing bank and the confirming bank will be the same. There is no confirming bank in that matter. So issuing bank and the confirming bank will be the same way. That is the confirming bank came. So you got to understand the confirming bank and negotiating bank. And after getting the documents to the issuing bank, the next step is proceed of sending the money to the seller. Sometimes this issuing bank appointed some other bank for giving that money to the advising bank. That is called the reimbursement bank. So, in some cases for the sending of money only, that means reimbursing the money only, that process only he appointed some other bank. That is called the reimbursement bank. So this is the process involved in this letter of credit. Mainly buyer, seller, issuing bank and advising bank. Sometimes this confirming bank will come if LC appointed any specified any bank, that is the negotiating bank. If issuing bank appointing any reimbursement for reimbursing the money, it will come the reimbursement bank. So the main characters are this, and sometimes this is also coming. Okay, so these all about the letter of credit. We'll go to one by one. So letter of credit means bank on behalf of its customer to the effect that the bank would make the payment. It's such a in a way of guarantee they are giving to the seller. That is a letter of credit. A bank on behalf of its customer, the effect that the bank would make the payment to the beneficiary, and they can this is not a negotiable instrument. That is more important, that this is not a negotiable instrument. Then parties in which letter of credit. Applicant, we already seen this applicant, that means buyer. He opened, who applies to bank for letter of credit. The person is called the applicant or buyer or importer or opener. There are so many names for that. And his bank is whose issuing bank. Issuing bank means what? Which opened the letter of credit on the request of applicant. That is called the issuing bank. So applicant and his bank is issuing bank. Then next is the seller or beneficiary or exporter. There are also some other names are there. Means who entitled to receive the benefits under letter of credit. He is getting the cash for sending the goods. So he is actually beneficiary. His bank is called who? Advising bank or notifying bank. Another name is there, notifying bank. The bank when the beneficiary exporter country through with the letter of credit advised to the beneficiary, who actually giving the LC to the beneficiary is called the advising bank. So the second character is beneficiary or exporter and his bank, advising bank. Then negotiating bank. If the LC specify a bank, then that bank is a negotiating bank and also called the nominated bank or paying bank. Instead of the advising bank, this will act as LC process, negotiating bank. So if LC is specified in LC specified any bank in the on that country, so that is act as a negotiating bank. Then confirming bank means advising bank is only required to advise, and however in addition to the advising, the credit, the advising bank will confirm it. That means the credit or the LC, you will confirm that this LC is okay and you will get the money. That is the confirming branch is once again it will confirm. So second opinion will give the confirming branch. Then reimbursement bank, sometimes who issuing bank to make the reimbursement, they will appointed some other bank. So who is that is a reimbursement bank. So these are the main parties in this letter of credits. So once again I'll tell you, buyer will approach for issuing bank for opening an LC. So LC will open and that LC will give it to advising bank. Then advising bank give it to seller and saying that you can proceed. You just send the goods to the buyer. He while sending that goods, he will get some documents from the shipment agency. That documents he will give it to the advising bank. Advising bank will give to issuing bank and issuing bank will to buyer that already shipment happened, so you can proceed with the payment. So sometimes issuing bank is appointed for paying that money, so that the reimbursement bank part came. So a reimbursement bank is paying that money to the advising bank. Sometimes in LC itself specified some banks in that particular country. So the negotiating bank the happens. So the LC specified a particular bank, not advising some other bank, that is called the negotiating bank. That bank name is also specified. So all this process happen through the negotiating bank. And while LC come to the first process, LC come to advising bank once again he will check with the confirming branch that whether it is right or not. So confirming bank, once again it will confirm that the credibility, everything will confirm and tell you can proceed. That is called the confirming branch. So sometimes it will be the advising and confirming will be the same. Negotiating won't be there and reimbursement won't be there. Mainly issuing these four parties. These four parties are the major parties. Okay, I think you got the concept of letter of credit. If you like this video, please do subscribe, like and share.